Yes.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
Wayyaka. So any other questions on this? This is the last last part of this. Now I'm moving to the core of the actions. Um, Number one is always remember and understand the core principles. We have to understand the core principles again that will come out of Quran, inshallah. So as we will build our understanding of the Quran, every surah, every ayah, as we proceed, inshallah, we will pray to Allah Ta'ala to give us the understanding of these core principles. Some of them, very few of them, we also touched here, okay, in this lesson. So we have to remember them. Then we have to act upon obligations and stay away from prohibitions to reinforce these principles. In this statement number 2, the last part, to reinforce the principles, is very important. I gave you the example of the house, that someone can build 4 walls, but they can forget the principle that, they don't join them, and there's no point, because they have forgotten the principle that it had to give me privacy. Similarly, we can pray salah very quickly and all, and if we don't understand that it is for the remembrance of Allah, and if we are not conscious, then we are not linking it to the core. Or if we are doing if you're not eating and not drinking during fasting, but then we are doing other stuff which is going against the core, one of the core principles, then we are defying the principle. And then the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala defines success in the Holy Quran is by mentioning these principles or these qualities that he wants us as Muslims to achieve. One of the action that can start for all of us is, obviously, there are the 5 pillars, 5 obligations that we learned about today. However, we can start off by saying today that this is one of the action. One of the brothers asked me at the start that, will we have an assignment in this class? I think if you ask me, then this is the first assignment, because all of you have crossed the age of 7 and the age of 10, I'm assuming, or some of you are almost reaching 10, right? So from that standpoint, start with your prayers. Try to understand, ask your parents, how can you pray? Ask someone, a religious scholar, or these days in the internet, you can find some authentic resources, but try to find an authentic resource to learn the prayer if you don't know. And if you know, then try to build this connection that it is for the remembrance of Allah. It is to have taqwa 5 times, which is why, it has been obligated upon us. So this is one of the action that I want to give you guys today. Start with 5 times prayer, because this is one of the obligation. Inshallah, this obligation, when you will keep the principle in mind, will lead you to success, as we saw in this class today, right? The last action that I wanted to mention with you guys is that, yes, we have to focus on obligations. We have to stop from things that we don't, Allah Ta'ala has asked us not to do, which is the prohibitions. But the third thing is also to enhance ourselves. Try to enhance being a Muslim. Try to follow and first understand these small recommendations and good deeds that we learn from Sunnah. Try to learn and memorize small du'as that you can bring to your life for barakah, inshallah. And again, these enhancements, inshallah, will also contribute towards the core principles that are must needed. So the number one point is the core principle for us Muslims, because this is how Allah Ta'ala defined success and said that, this is the ultimate objective or the principle or the fundamental of our religion. So this is it from my side.